What's up, y'all? I just finished a makeup tutorial for this look. I was just playing the makeup basically, and trying to see what could be done, and this is the result. Today's star of the show is the Missha Perfect Cover Serum BB Cream. Now, Missha sent me this whole box of products. Shout out to Missha. This is my alleged shade in the number 41, as you can see it on the bottle. Now, this swatch made me so happy. I was like, oh my God. Very surprising to have such a good color match. And as you can see, I'm just applying it. And look at that. Compared to my no makeup side, like, I think that's a win. It looks very natural, very skin-like. It's not heavy at all, and it feels like a cloud. So I went ahead with the rest of my face and applied this to my entire face in a nice thin layer. As you can see, it covers up my acne scars as well with no issues. Like, the coverage is ridiculous. And I see why it's gone viral all over TikTok. Look at that. Like, hello? That's my skin. Now I'm checking it in different lighting. This is warmer lighting than what I usually film in. I usually film in like a balanced lighting. And it looks good under there too. You can see briefly that it looks good in the cool lighting. But I don't use cool lighting. I use the medium or the warm lighting. And look at that. And this, again, is number 41. So if you are my shade twin, this is the shade that you can get. Now I'm going on with the rest of my face, starting with the Urban Decay Brow Blade. And I'm just filling in my brows. Let me say something. This is my favorite brow product. I don't care. I love this brow product. Then afterwards, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is the shade 55, I believe. It's like, I don't know the name, but I use this as mainly like a color corrector for under my eyes and on my face. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop and just brighten a little bit under my eye. And then I'm going to spray my custom diamond blender with my Urban Decay All Nighter Hyaluronic Acid Spray and begin to blend everything out, starting with my upper lip and my chin, and then I'm going to go under my eyes. You can see, and I put some on my nose too. I love my sponge. It's like a diamond shape, and I love that because it gets deep into the inner corners. It's pointy, and it can sharpen the outer corner if you need it to. So you can see I'm just going in and blending that. Look at, hello, that's my skin. Like, and if somebody asks otherwise, I'll lie. Like, that's my skin. And then I'm going back in with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and just brightening the center and the inner corner of my face again. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder, and I'm putting that all over my under eye area. You see I'm wiping off the excess just to make sure I don't get any patchiness, and I'm setting my under eyes in place, as well as the other places that I put concealer. I love this powder too. And then I go in, set the rest of my face. I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder in deep right here, but I forgot to show that. Then I'm going in with cashew, and this is where I start to mess up a little bit. This is also from Fenty Beauty. I go in and I bake, like I call myself baking, and probably won't be using this again just because I use too much. I think I should keep it super, super on the inner corner. As you can see, it kind of makes me look a little pale now. So I'm going in with the Black Radiance Pressed Powder in the shade Ebony as a contour, and this is also where I messed up. This is where things get a little muddy, but you know what? It's a learning process. So I'm using this on the places where I would usually put bronzer. So I like this formula, but I definitely need a warmer shade. Then I'm going in with the Absolute Pro Ink Liner pen to do my inner corner flicks and to do a super, super thin line on my eye. And as you can see, it takes me a little bit of time to get it down just right. And you'll actually see that I go back in a few different times to just make sure everything is looking nice and the way I want it. Sometimes I mess up my eyeliner, so I was trying to be patient with myself and like not overstimulate myself, because I can get real overstimulated real fast, and I have small eyes, so eyeliner cannot be thick on me like at all. You see that? Ooh, I'm so pretty. Wow. So then I'm just going in with the other eye, and I'm going back and forth, making sure everything is to my liking. I extended it a little further, closer to my nose. I'm trying to figure out what way looks the best on me. So you can see I'm checking it in my monitor. Then I'm going in just with a little bit of highlight under my eyebrows. Usually I would add concealer under my eyebrows, but I forgot it, I guess. So yeah, we're just going in with a little bit of highlighter under the brows. And then we're going to get into the blush. Now I'm using the Profusion Cosmetics Pro Pigment shades palette, and I'm using the shade Jive and like Disco mixed together in order to make this blush. I don't know if I would use this as a blush again, because I don't know, it looks a little grayish and like dusty on me, and I don't know how to feel about that. So yeah, but you can see like I was looking like, what the hell? And so I'm just going in with the brush there, my Ruby Kisses brush, to kind of like blend everything out, soften it up a little bit. And then I'm going back in with my Black Radiance foundation, but I use it as a bronzer. Then I'm touching up. I went in more with the color Jive, which is like a hot pink, to kind of like boost this color up, because I don't think Disco was doing it for your girl. And I feel like I'm okay with it, I need some more blushes, you guys. So suggest me some blushes, because your girl need help, okay? So now I'm going in. I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember what shade I use and from what palette, but I'm going in just like with a neutral champagne-y kind of gold on the center of my eye. Nothing too bold, nothing too super bright. Then I'm going into this dark brown shade. This is from the LA Colors Natural Smoky Palette, and I'm just brushing that on the inner and outer corners of my bottom lashes. And you can see I'm just deepening up a little bit more. I'm using these brushes, I gotta do better. I've had these brushes for forever, so forgive me if I don't remember the names. The names are all rubbed off. It's been like years. But yeah, so I'm taking that, and I'm also kind of extending my wing, slightly smoking out the wing on my outer corner to, kind of just buff it out and make it seductive and sexy, child, because I don't know what I wanted, but, I just wanted to try something different. This is when I really started playing in my makeup, just like playing with my face, because I was just doing shit at this point. So yeah, I'm taking that same champagne gold shade on the center of my eyelid, and I'm just doing that. This kind of helps bring out my small eyes, and like, I don't know, it makes me feel so pretty, so pretty. So I'm just adding that on both of my eyes, and then you'll be able to see I'm just, blending that out with my fingers. And then I'm reaching for the black in that same palette, as you can see here. And I'm actually going to smoke out my wing and just intensify it ever so slightly on both sides. I actually liked how this turned out. I thought it was super cute. As you can see, I'm just checking it. I'm a perfectionist, so like I will start over my whole face if I don't like it. You see, I'm kind of feeling myself, and then I'm moving on to my lips, honey. Yes. So I took the NK Makeup Auto Lip Liner in the shade Indigo and Plum, and I'm just lightly tapping this. This is Indigo. I'm lightly tapping it on my lip line, and then I'm going in with the Ruby Kisses Lip Oil Booster in the shade number 5. It's like a nice, pretty berry pink, and I'm just putting that over top. Indigo can get super dark, so I didn't want something super dark. I just wanted it nice and cute. Let me tell you something. Purple, I love purple lip liners, okay? Then I'm going in with the Ruby Kisses. This is the Crystal Gloss in the shade Diamonds and Pearls. One thing about me, I'm going to put on a glittery lip gloss, okay? And then, as you can see, I'm going to take my finger, take off the excess, so that way, like, when I talk, I don't, like, get the little lip gloss strings. I hate that. And so, yeah, this is how it's looking with the Missha Perfect Cover Serum BB Cream, and I like it. What's up, y'all? I just finished a makeup tutorial for this look. I was just playing the makeup, basically, and trying to see what could be done, and this is the result. I don't know. What do you think? I'm torn. I don't know if I like it or not, but this is the look. Hope you guys check it out. Thank you for tuning in to get another video. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. I'ma do a little Joe something.